So win condition, what is actually the most important things you want to think about? I would love to hear it in the chat. What you guys think? Hopefully no one read the, you know, the Google Doc sheet, but or the PowerPoint. There's a little doggy. Oh shit! Can't show you guys. But yeah, win conditions. Wait, why can't I zoom out actually for some reason? But it's okay. So yeah, I'm waiting for the excelling the win condition. Yeah, just basically, what do you guys consider the win condition? Like, how do you perceive win condition? Every player might perceive win condition different per game, right? Some people might be like, oh, it's my AD carry, it's my mid lane, but what actually makes someone your win condition? Like, think like that. Winning lanes, place win 2-2, 3-3, champ strength. Yeah, all correct, all correct. The win condition is depending on the player for to make win a game. Yeah, those are all correct. Okay, so let's talk about this game, okay? What would Needley's win condition be? This is like an example, okay? So it's Renekton, Needley, K'Sante, Kaiser, Rakan against these champs, okay? Bot 100 percentage. Okay, wait, I'll open my Epic Pen. Okay, bot lane. So there's like one bot lane. What else is there? Because win conditions might change per game, right? There's not always like, okay, is it gonna be bot or you know, it actually might always change. Oh, this is spear shot, I guess. Smear shot. Renekton can be really fed by monster, mid bot. Okay. I would definitely agree with you guys that in general, Kaiser Rakan is the win condition. Yes. Okay, don't look at the stats. Let's say pure in general, okay? What would be your win condition? In the early game, and it might change always, like I said. Like, it's so many variables, but I'll try to do my best to break it down. But okay. I'll just get to it, okay? Because it's gonna be easier that way. So I'll go back to the sheet, right? Think about your win condition, or think about enemy win condition. That's where it begins, guys, which I didn't hear in the chat yet. So before you know your own win condition, you actually have to think what is enemy win condition, because it's very nice that let's say you want to play bot lane, right? But what if your top laner gets dove? Would you consider it like you still want to play for win condition, or do you want to deny their win condition and then play towards your win condition? Because you shouldn't always think, okay, this is my win condition, this is what I'm going to be doing. It will always change every single game, okay? Depending on what the enemy win condition is, okay? That's the first thing. So the next thing you want to identify, okay, who's your win condition, of course, so who's your carry? And then you have to identify, okay, what are the volatile lanes? Because even if, let's say, your bot lane is your win condition, if mid and top is so fucking volatile, you want to go to those lanes to feed yourself, right? So if you look at this game, for example, I mean, sadly, it's like kind of bugged out that you don't see the early game, but I would say that Needly probably is gonna path topside, because even though Kaiser Rakan can actually win a game, right? Because they'll be pretty fucking OP. The thing is that in early game, it's gonna be quite difficult to kill the enemy bot lane, right? So there's a huge difference between knowing your win condition, what you want to play for, and where you can get kills as well. There needs to be a right balance, okay? And I'll be explaining you guys the right balance, okay? So, I'll also open my notepad as well. Notepad. So how it works, okay, is that, okay, think about enemy condition, and then with your carry and volatile lanes, okay? Those are the key things. So nearly can be win condition too, yes, that's correct. So when you say nearly can be win condition, it probably means that you want to feed yourself, right? And just get ahead. Those are options that you have. But the thing is, this replay is fucking bugged, so I'm probably gonna open Metal TV, I think. Because this one's bugged. I'll just open one of my own replays. It's probably gonna be easier. I can open this game, for example, right? Wait, why is this hella bugged? I don't like to see this button thingy. see if I can remove it somehow. Okay, nice, perfect. Okay, let's look at this game, okay? Okay, boom. I'll press tab. Okay, right here. I was gonna break it down really fast, okay? So here I'm thinking, okay, what's Skarner's win condition? So there's two things you have to think about, okay? Which is always number one, pre-6. Because pre-6, Keston is useless. In my opinion, Skarner is pretty useless. I would say they're kind of NPCs, right? So in my opinion, I would win almost every single skirmish. However, after 6, when Keston gets 6 and Skarner gets 6, it might change, okay? So what you always have to think about is these things. Think about enemy condition, and I'll write it down. Like, I'll copy paste this. So I'll usually break it down these things, okay? Pre-6 strengths, after 6 strengths, okay? Then you'll know, okay, I can fight here and I can't fight here. This is usually pretty simple. Pre-6, after 6. You can practice it by playing more games, but this is super important. Pre-6, after 6, okay? And then, okay, once you identify this, let's say this game, where's my mail TV? I know that topside we're all winning. I think that we can't really be losing. Top lane is going to be a bit volatile, so I mean, I play this game, but I probably think I'm going towards the top side. Because I could, of course, go towards the bot side, right? But let's see. Okay, the enemy was trolling here. I mean, okay, we killed enemy team, so I decided to take his blue buff, right? So nothing crazy to happen. And right here, Skarn is my bot side. Nothing's happening. Wouldn't bot be another win? Constant if engaged support. The thing is that I haven't engaged support, but if you think about it, in this matchup, okay, this is the key thing I'm thinking about as well. Skarner pre-6, guess what? If he goes bot lane, he's fucking useless. So even though they have an Alistar, in my opinion, they can never kill him at bot lane. Which is why this is important. Because imagine the enemy team has like a Phil 6 or a champion that in general, in my opinion, can gank. Even if the lane is volatile, it's not going to be that scary for them. Could you go 3 camps top, see if something happens? If not, path the bot. I think that would have been an option this game. But I think that I don't have enough information to know where he is. And right now he's already in my bot side, right? So if I had a ward on my bot side, I would probably take 2 camps. But the thing here is that I know my bot lane's fine, so I'll just take full topside camps here. And if you look at again at the thing, who's your carry? It's for sure my bot lane. But I know my bot lane's fine. Because it's not as volatile. Even though it's a melee matchup, I personally think that melee matchups are not necessarily that volatile. Because if you think about it, okay? Let's say Alistar combos in. Guess what's gonna happen? Knowledge can just hook him, attack, these run away. Nothing will happen, okay? It's only gonna be volatile if they decide to go at each other. That's the only time it's gonna be super volatile. Or if enemies, let's say a Caitlyn or something, or Lucianami, that's what I consider volatile. Because those lanes have to play super aggressive to win a lane. But in this case, if they use 50-50, nothing honestly is gonna happen. They don't have kill threat. So as you can see, I'm going towards the top lane here. I know that for the people that were here previously, look before I go top lane, okay? What do I see? And this is a key thing, because I will still reiterate some of the things we went through the last session. But this is a key thing. Why am I going top lane here? Wave state, yes. Yeah, wave state, right? That's all. But hey, why am I skipping my golems here? Super important as well. This is like, I made a video about this, when to farm and when to gank. Why am I skipping my golems here? Would you still go top if your top was a champion of CC? I think it depends. Let's say if his wave is like, let's say here, and he has the last hit to be here, and there's no wards here, of course I would. But let's say he has a river ward, and enemy has ghost for some reason, I would probably not have went top lane. I would probably take my golems and only go top lane just to force the ghost or something, because I have some free time. Because usually I only kill Oh, sorry, I only gank if I think I can kill the enemy. I don't gank usually if I don't think I can kill the enemy. Unless I took all my camps. Then I might force the summoners. Because you can crash if you lose time on crooks. Yes. This is a key thing. I go top lane right now because he can crash if I go crooks. And as a jungler, this is so important to recognize. Because some junglers would do the golems here and be like, oh fuck, he crashed the wave. There's no reason for him to stay here if he cleared these minions. There's legit no reason for him, right? So here, make sure you identify, okay, how long do I have? And this is the timing I have, which is just take my red buff and go for a gank here. And pay attention as well, okay? I know he has no wards. Actually, okay, he pinged the ward, okay? But pay attention, okay? He's like a ward here. He sees me probably right now. And if Renekton has CC here, right? He can easily kill him. But like I said, if I did not have Renekton, I would have probably looked after my golems. And if he crashed the wave, then so be it. But I'm not gonna overforce a gank. And I think a lot of people would make the mistake of ganking when there's nothing. Just press B, go bot side, and just repeat. But here I know for Renekton, and this guy shouldn't be able to survive. This guy's trying to run, but I just kill him here. But is it clear when you look for gank? I mean, don't look for gank. So, but here's the key thing as well, right? After I killed him, win conditions, like I said, always changes, okay? But I know that in the early game, I want to play topside because it's volatile, right? And it's just as well to feed myself. But after the early game, where do you guys think I'm gonna play? So I just got a top lane kill, which is very nice, right? Bot? Mid bot? Bot reset? Yes. I would just play bot side here, and I would not go top lane anymore. Because I'm only playing top lane because I know that I can't get anything bot side. I know top lane is volatile, but in the end, my bot lane is still my win condition. And, even if Skarner goes top lane, he cannot kill my top laner. So that's the main reason why I'm just going to bot side after. I just put a ward here, and my plan is just to play bot side. So here, I'm just gonna clear my bot side camps very likely. And of course, always guys, please, if you're coming from base, look at waves. You see, I'm looking at the wave. What does this wave tell me? Okay, so when I come back from base, okay, I know we're talking about win condition, but this is still super important, and I'll always mention these things. I come from base. What are the 3 things I'm thinking about? As a jungler, honestly, you can eat food, and you can do this. You can legit burger chill. You can legit sit like this. Like you're running from base to a camp that takes 20 seconds. You have so much free time. You're not doing anything. What should you guys do? There's always some rules that I follow. For me to get more kills. And if you get more kills, you will smurf in a lot of games. Check wave states. Wave state HPs. Yes. What else beside that? Wards. There's something more important before that. Just saying. Yes, what the enemy intention is. Because guys, no matter what you're playing for, if Skarner happened to be in his bush and he's killing my bot lane, that sucks. So as long as I look at wave states, okay? So now I'm looking at wave state. I'm like, okay, the wave's actually pretty good. They have this guy's low-key pushing. This guy's super low. I know that I want to play for bot, okay? And listen guys, it's super important. This is legit to win games. I know now I want to play for mid bot in general, okay? So I'm gonna write it down. So number 1, I play for mid/bot. Number 2, look at waves. Number 3, track enemy jungler. This is in general what I play for, right? And then I just look at the waves, and then I track enemy jungler. Because the moment I know what I play for, I look at the waves, I can know, okay, can I kill or can't I kill? The moment I know where enemy jungler is, I can think about, okay, maybe he can kill my bot lane here. So maybe I have to ping them to be careful and wait for me. And I know as well, because I tracked him, his Gromp is up. So when his Gromp is up, and he goes topside, and look at the botlane HP. What can I do here? So when you see this situation, okay, what would you guys do actually? Because this is like super key. Punish them. When would that be? Yeah, path towards bot. Don't let him crash the wave. Wait and bush for last set. They will never be able to crash the wave here, just saying. There's another option that I have. Then Skarn is going topside, what can I do? Me invading his Grom wouldn't do too much because I want to play bot side, right? I already got my top lane kill, I'm out of there. I'll just say it, guys, which is I want to dive them. Because right now, if they contest this wave, okay, my Nautilus can hook them and chunk them. If they don't contest the wave, we'll have a very huge wave to dive them. And I know enemy jungler is going topside. So let's just see, okay? So now I'm thinking, okay, which wave do I actually want to dive them, right? And here's the thing, if Skarn is for some reason matching me, he's not taking his topside camps. And as you can see, botlane is fighting here. But the thing is that if they didn't fight here, okay, I would have a pretty big wave to kill them. So, okay, they fought here, okay? But imagine they didn't fought. I think almost the same result would happen, but I would dive them here, right? But you might wonder, okay, wait, how do I see it in game? Because now in hindsight, it's like, it's looking pretty easy, okay? So, how you can recognize yourself is that, okay, when you have a melee support, and they're quite low, and you know their drone is probably going topside, that's when I can, okay, I can very likely look for a dive because they're like in really bad, like when support like this HP, he's gonna get one shot, right? So there's few conditions that you need to understand, which is when to dive enemy. 1, enemy is low. 2, you can crash the wave. Fight them if they contest. 3, enemy jungler can't cover. Is my conditions met here? Enemy low? Yes. Can they crash the wave? Yes, because they're healthy. And they can for sure hook in and win the fight. Number 3, enemy drone can cover. Yes. So this is how I can recognize, okay, I can dive. And it all comes from this. So this is like step 1, step 1, step 2. Once I want to play mid bot, I look at waves. I think about where can enemy drone be. Then I'm like, okay, enemy's low and I can dive. Would you still continue with the dive if Skarn didn't show me Gromp? I probably would tease them. Yes, I would. I would walk from behind here, and I would see if he's there. If he's there, I'm out. If he's not there, I'm diving. I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's probably faker. He's gonna be behind. No, I'm gonna make sure I'm ready to punish them in case he's not. And the thing is as well, but if he's gonna cover ball in here, okay, he's not taking his topside camps. And at some point, he has to go to his topside. And when he's just covering here, I'll just clear all my camps here. And let's say he's going bot to top, I'll just base and keep playing towards the bot side. Okay, right now, I just press step real quick. I press step soon, okay. So very often, you just press step, you're like, okay, bot lane's winning. So since the lesson today is going to be about what makes a good jungler, right? It's about knowing your win condition. And it's literally this. Think about any win condition, who's your carry, volatile lanes. So with volatile lanes, okay, I have decided that I want to go top lane because I consider top lane more volatile than bot lane. But after I get like 1 kill on top lane, in general, or most of the times, I'll only go top lane if I'm literally around top lane and enemy wave state is bad, right? But if that's not the case, I will never overforce. It costs him temp when it affects your temp if he does counter gank. If he does counter gank, right, it is gonna affect my temp a little bit. But the thing is that it's worth it. Because the enemy team would be just sitting here and his topside camps are up. And honestly, I can tell you guys already right now, 96.9% of the junglers, they are not gonna cover bot lane there. I'm just saying, when their topside camps are spawning, they're not gonna cover. I'm telling you, it's not happening, okay? So you can think about that. So I'm just gonna play this game a bit faster because I don't want to talk too long about this game. I just really want to go through the early games, and only the first 10 minutes. Because guys, if you guys master the first 10 minutes, you guys will win so much more games. If you're really bad at the first 10 minutes, you will lose a lot more games, okay? So I'm just gonna review till 10 minutes only. So for example now, okay, I want to play for bot lane still. Even though Herald is up, I'll probably just ward it and take my camps and path towards bot side. Of course, let's say I can just take Herald for free after taking my topside camps, I'll take that. Because now it has changed a bit because the Herald's up, okay? Which is like an X factor. If an Herald is up, most of the times you want to be taking it. So what you want to be doing is just like put a ward on it, take your camps, then start it. And let's say enemy jungler is bot side and looking for a dive or trade, whatever, you can decide to match him if you want to. If he's not doing anything, you take the Herald. And let's say he sees you on Herald, because you took your topside camps, you can instantly be and cover bot side. Because if, let's say, they can't contest Herald, and let's say they're human, they want to trade, right? So you need to be ready for that. So here you're going for another top lane. But like I said, I'm not like tunneled on top lane here though. But the thing is, I see these waves like this, and I want you guys to think about as well. Even though you crashed the wave, why do you guys think I'm still going top lane here? This is actually important. Why do you guys think I'm still going top lane here? Even though he crashed the wave. Because this is something you have to understand as well. I'm not covering a dive. Yes. He doesn't want Renekton to freeze. Because here's the thing, the wave is like right here. Imagine Pantheon just leaves, okay, and Renekton tanks the wave here. Well, I can tell that if Pantheon bases, he's gonna lose a wave. That is not good. And a lot of laners are gonna stay and fight him to make sure that he's not gonna freeze. But let's say for some reason, okay, that the wave was like right here or something, and he crashed the wave right now. I mean, honestly, even then he might still try to crash it, but he doesn't have to, because the wave is super far away, right? But now the wave is actually quite close. If the wave was, let's say, in base, just spawned, Pantheon can just leave right now and he wouldn't lose that much. Which is why I'm going for top lane here anyway. So it's not to cover the dive, it's because I know that, well, this guy's probably going to stay around. So here I get another kill. So of course, as usual, just know what you're playing for, right? I play for Herald, I play into bot lane, nothing too crazy. Top the bot. And I take the Drake here, and let's go next game. I'll just take like a random game. Okay, I play another lead game. Okay. Okay, this is a really good game to review, okay? This is actually one of the best games to review, because these are the games where every single lane is really volatile, right? But where would I go? Beside mid lane. I'm sure not everyone will agree. So we start with the first question. What is enemy win condition? Okay. Vayne probably wants to play very aggressive. Vladimir wants to scale. Misfortune might get a bit fisted pre-6. And I think that top lane 2v2 we should be losing, I think, right? And now about the volatile lanes. Okay. Okay, one says top will be easy win condition. And win condition fat Vayne scaling Vlad. Bottom would be the road path there. Okay, Vayne doesn't have flash stop. This is actually really tricky, guys. And like I said, there's going to be a lot of different answers. But there's only one correct answer in my opinion. So here's the thing. Enemy top laner has no flash, right? But I have an Ezreal Karma. So enemy win condition is top lane just fisting my top laner. Mid is AFK. But for sure the bot lane is gonna get fisted. Their bot lane is for sure gonna get fisted here. Just saying. If Ezreal Karma doesn't win, they're boosted. This is actually what I consider a volatile lane. Because if Ezreal Karma gets pushed and they perm push, they will at some point drop the enemy low enough to dive them. So Jarvan knows that he kind of wants to play top lane, but at the same time, if he's going top lane, okay, what's going to happen to their bot lane? They're going to get fisted. So even though... No, Jarvan doesn't want to cover top lane. Because here's the thing. If he's going to cover top lane, okay, and I'm not going there, can he kill my top laner? Worst case, my top lane TP's back. But their bot lane is going to get humped. So what he probably wants to do is go bot side to actually just cover, because Vayne is winning anyway, and honestly, I don't think Vayne can die to a gank. He has exhaust cleanse. Yes, he doesn't have flash, but he just eats away the Jax, and what do? Or he exhausts me. Unless his wave management is completely garbage and he's hitting tower right. But I would say it's pretty hard to do anything to him. Unless he's hitting the tower and no wards, sure, but... But in this case, just saying, I want to play bot side for sure. And here's a key thing as well. If you play a champion that is, let's say, really strong level 1, go late invade. I think my team, I remember this game, kind of trolled here. I think my Ezreal should have stayed around here. Because what the Nami is doing, like, fuck him, is like so illegal. What's my Ezreal doing? He probably wants to go back bot lane, but like, I was getting fucked here for some reason. Even if you kill Vayne, she'll have pride in the lane. Yeah, it should still be good. Like now, I'm kind of bounced outright. Okay, but now I'm just gonna path towards bot side. It's right here, but I'm just saying my top lane is gonna get humped. But it is what it is. I know my bot lane wants to play super aggressive, okay? So, you see the bot lane HP? This is how it's supposed to go. And you see what I'm doing here? With this ping? I want to look for a dive on that wave, but I don't think I could make it. I think if Jarvan stops it here, I should have skipped my blue buff. But I didn't. Which I should have. If I skip my blue buff, they're just dead. But only if... Enemy is low? Yes. Crest wave? Yes. Enemy jungle can't cover? I think enemy jungle was topside. He could be bot side though, so I'm not sure. But yeah, right now, I'm playing from bot lane, but as you can see, my top lane is gonna keep getting humped, okay? But there's not much to do about it. But you see how Vayne's playing? This guy will only die if he plays like this. I think I killed him, not sure. Oh yeah, I took like a tower shot too much or something. But anyways, like 1 for 1, not the worst. But right here, I die basically right, and I only go top lane if like some free time is playing too far up, but in general, I want to make sure my bot lane can play aggressive. And like I said, my top lane, even though it's volatile, my top lane can TP back worst case. But does it make sense to you guys why I'm actually backing towards bot side? Because TP is like a cheater. Even if I go top to bot, okay, let's say I just full clear, go bot side. Worst case, I just go full clear, go back top side, help him push out the wave, and he's chilling. But this allows my bot lane as well to play super aggressive, and I can't really kill top lane guaranteed if I path top side. Whereas bot lane can get something guaranteed because they have like Ezreal Karma. And now it's the same thing basically. I'm just pathing towards the bot side here. And as you can see, I'm pinging my Twisted Fate to like push a move. So I think we go for a dive here, right? I just die here. And I'll just play the game a bit more, right? Which is that right now, okay, key thing as well, okay? We just gotta play, okay? What is the most important things you have to think about right now? Because this is where a lot of people lose the game. No joke, this is actually where so many people lose the game. And I think, no joke, 90% of the players don't do the right thing. 99 actually, sorry, not even 95. 97% don't do the right thing. Or 98. What's win condition? Yes. We'll do the next Drake. Herald. Wincon after kill objective? Yes. So what would my win condition be here? And but this is actually quite hard to answer, I think. But like, I think you guys can guess correct. What do I want to play for here? I just want to hear what you guys think I'm gonna do. Drake, reset, sit bot. Okay. Drake with your bot lane. Okay. So you want me to do Drake right now? So my bot lane is gonna push the wave and we do the Drake. But no joke, this is actually so important. If you guys can recognize this in game and understand this, it's gonna be so huge. Reset, Herald, take top cams, look for Drake second wave. Okay. Okay, guys, I shall give you guys the answer. There were some right answers, which is... Okay, so let me ask you guys a question, okay? How can I lose the game? That's probably a better question. And if you're ahead, do you want to trade? Okay. Only ways to lose the game. Let's open this a bit further. No joke, like, only ways to lose the game is okay. One, your laners are fucking boosted. Okay, this is number one. This is how we can lose, okay? Number two, enemy jungler is killing your laners. Right? Number three, someone disconnects. No joke, in my opinion, there's no other way to lose. So imagine now, okay? I'm gonna do the Drake right now. Let's say for some reason my bot lane really crashes the wave, okay? And we go Drake right now and we get the Drake. What's gonna happen? I'm probably 30 to 40 seconds down tempo. Usually my camps are respawning. And enemy can take the Herald. So if you're ahead in general, right? You don't want to give anything, right? So I'm behind the tempo if I do this. So Drake is for sure not the correct answer. So the correct thing to do is press B. It's that simple. No joke, it's that simple. If you're ahead, don't give enemy chance to trade / gank. Match him. Okay, sometimes you can take an objective, right? When, let's say that you want to be down tempo, but in this case, okay, I've literally winning mid, winning bot, top lane is decent. By me taking Drake, enemy top lane was gonna go full crazy, enemy bot lane or enemy Jarvan can look for mid gank, he can look for bot gank, and I cannot match him. No. When I'm ahead, I don't want to match tempo permanently, but when there's... Okay, here's the thing. Imagine there's no Herald, okay? And let's say that... also, yeah, I don't even think taking Drake's that worth it. Let's say we lose so much pressure by taking the Herald. Sorry, by taking the Drake. It's not worth it. I would take the Drake, though, if, let's say, that there's no Herald, and I know that if you don't take it right now, enemy team can take it. But if you're winning, I can get the Drake any single time. You're not in a hurry to take the Drake. It's much better to recycle your camps, path towards the lane you want to play towards too, match him 3v3, and look for a Drake after. There's legit no way to lose the game. Like I said, either lanes are boosted, Yes, you reset now and play towards the Herald. Because if I take the Drake right there from bot lane, and but we couldn't even do that, just saying, because my bot lane still had to crash this next wave. Look, we just killed this guy. So let's say that my bot lane for some reason doesn't go for the wave and help me on Drake. That's not even worth. They lose so much farm and XP. So the correct thing to do is, but just saying, here I was thinking, okay, maybe I take red buff, but that would not be good. He would cancel my base. He would then be stronger than me while I'm so strong. So instead of doing that, I press B. I go towards the top side here. We see Jarvan bot side. If Jarvan, let's say now, tries to do Drake, I'm gonna kill him. He doesn't do Drake, I clear my camps, I'll take Drake myself. That is much better than taking the Drake here, then they get the Herald. Because right now, I can match him. He goes Herald, I fuck him up. He goes Drake, I fuck him up. My bot lane now can keep playing aggressive. My mid lane can keep playing aggressive. And if enemy top lane trolls, I kill him. But by me doing Drake, I'm AFK for 1 minute. And I don't have pressure. And I'm telling you guys, this is so huge because, like, I'm telling you guys that if you understand this, it's gonna be so fucking easy. You're gonna be giga tempo. And you can match the enemy, and you know Sudoku, right? It's a fiesta. How'd you know? I mean, I have a ward here. Let's say if he's going Drake right now, I'll probably match him, I think. Okay, I guess I'm not matching him, or what? I guess he's on Drake here. Okay, let me think. Here, I was probably not sure if I could make it, I think. So I just plan to take a stop set here. Oh, I mean, if I take stop set here, it's like not bad. I mean, then I find him here, but. So, how'd you know if you choose Drake? I mean, he could have went for Drake here, right? But then again, I would take his topside camps. And I don't think his vision on me, because no one went to our topside, right? So if he loses his topside camps, and to lose the Herald, and then bot lane can't get dove, I think even if he takes his Drake here, that would be really bad for him. Imagine this Jarvan, you take the Drake, and he loses topside camps. That's fucking bad now. And he doesn't even know from topside, just saying. Like, so invading my bot side would be like a question mark, even. So let's say he took the Drake here. If I take all scams here, he's just fucked. It would legit be GG. So I kill him here. And of course here I just base. Oh no, here okay. Here's a key thing as well, which is super important, right? I mean, this has nothing to do with win condition, but it's still important, okay? So most people, when they have your item, they will press B, right? But what's the reason here that I'm not pressing B? Reduce tempo. Okay, first of all, it always starts with what are you playing for? Because if you don't know what you're playing for, you don't know if you want to base, if you want to stay, if you want to trade, if you want to whatever, right? So what am I playing for here still? You want to grab and head bot? I don't think it's even about me. I probably didn't show you guys something properly, wait. It starts here. Look at Vayne. Do you see this? Vayne has to push the wave and base, right? So even though I'm not like that OP right now, I can take the Herald. And so one guy said, take your bots to camps, but I'm not playing for the Herald. So here's like a general rule that I have. Okay? When to take Herald and then not to. Take it if your bot lane can't get dove. I mean, it's just, of course, to you in topside. If my bot lane can't get dove, / killed, just take the Herald. But if your bot lane can dove and or killed, then it would have been better for me to path bot side, yes. Because why do I want my bot lane to die to take an Herald? I might as well just go bot side, counter gank, kill them all, or take my camps into help bot lane, and then base, take the Herald after. If my bot lane really needs help. Because it's mine anyway, right? But yeah, I want to play for Herald, and here I have top lane tempo, so even if I have a lot of gold, I will get this for sure. And of course, in this case, let's say Jarvan really wants to take the Drake. Okay, I'll let him take the Drake. But instead, I take the Herald, play bot side after, and I'm gonna be so strong. So here, the reason why I didn't base is because I know I have man advantage, and now I'm just gonna play bot side after. And this is all perfect, because now I can stay, because I took my topside camps and Herald, I don't have to go top lane anymore. I can stay bot lane permanently, and I can take Drake, bot lane dive. The moment enemy shows topside, their bot lane is dead. Wouldn't you want to clear opposite side before playing objective? In this case, it's different, because the thing is that, okay, this is the thing, okay? You clear opposite side if enemy can take it. Enemy can take it. You have time to take. You are on a timer. And you are not on a timer. Currently, enemy can't take it, and I'm not on a timer. Like, enemy can never take my bot camps. Like, if this guy here goes to my bot camps, he's fucking trolling. I'll be honest. And since, like, Herald's probably the X factor, right? Because usually I would take my topside camps and play bot side, right? But if there's a Herald up, usually you don't take your bot camps. Unless you have time for it. But in this case, it's like a Fiesta, right? Because look, I killed a Jarvan here. After I kill this Jarvan here, there's this guy flashing on me or some shit. Like, he's exhausting me and running at me, right? And now I'm like kind of delayed in tempo, right? So one thing that I could have done, if anything though, I think I could have based right here. If I have my jungle item, I should have based right here. But here, I stayed around. And I just take the Herald because I know that I'll get tempo. On the top lane. Mid period doesn't matter. When you're strong then the enemy jungle, is better to take top side against Risk the Herald. If I'm strong at enemy jungle, it's better to take a top side first and then take the Herald. If I'm losing, I should rush the Herald. But in this case, right, the main reason why I didn't do the Herald instantly is because I know that even if Jarvan comes here, it doesn't matter. I'll fuck him up. If Jarvan goes topside, I'll kill him. But let's say I'm losing, I would for sure not do this. I would for sure instantly take the Herald and get the fuck out of here. But usually if I'm winning, I take enemy camps. Because you can always take the Herald, but you can't always take the enemy camps. Does it make sense? So of course, after I take the Herald, I just go bot side. And I just fight here a bit, I guess. But does it make sense more like why and what the reasons are when I path to bot and top? And Herald's like the X factor, right? Like, if Herald is up, you usually want to take it and just have a good base. So you might wonder now, though, how they recognize that, right? Because it's really easy for you to like watch and be like, oh yeah, it makes sense, right? But in game, how can you recognize these things yourself? So the general rule that I usually do always is that if Herald up and you can take it, get a good base before the Herald, go take it. This is also just the only thing you need to know. Get a good base before the Herald, go take it, unless your bot gets though. Probably makes sense, right? So even though I want to play for bot lane, okay, I still play for Herald. Unless they die. But of course, let's say that you can't... Okay, let's make another scenario, okay? If Herald is up and you can't take it. You still get a good base before the Herald. Go kill the bot lane. And of course, war the Herald. Because let's say that he's not doing the Herald, and he's, let's say, counter gank you on bot. Well, that's not so good, right? That doesn't make sense. If Herald's up, the conditions. If you have questions, feel free to ask, because this is just the general things that are super important. Because even if your bot lane is your wincon. Because as you can see, it's dynamic. It changes here. Even though my bot lane is my win condition, if Herald spawns, I still play for the Herald. I'm not gonna right-click the bot lane. I'll play for the Herald and then right-click the bot. And I'll only go bot if my bot lane can get dove. I'll probably take another game. I'm playing Jarvan here. Was it Graves of Kin instead of Jarvan? Well, what would that matter? Another example. This is gonna be the last example because pretty hard to get. But yeah, this game. Yo, no problem, Kador. Have a good one. But okay, this one. Let's look at the rules, okay? What okay, so of course, let's open the presentation. What enemy condition boosts my carry volatile lanes? Let's look at this game, okay? What's enemy condition? I would say that Lee Sin. Okay, look, it's like a Zilean against Janna. They don't have like a Nautilus or something. It's like pretty hard to kill my bullet in my opinion. So it's like pre-6. Look, pre-6 and after 6, okay? So here's the thing. If Lee Sin goes towards the top side, I think I will probably lose. But I know that Rumble is gonna play super aggressive. And here's the thing as well. If Lee Sin goes bot side, okay? Can he do anything? If I go bot side, can I do anything? Pre-6. Pre-6, just saying, guys. Pre-6. Honestly, the way I see it, pre-6, it's really hard to get something. If you watch my previous videos as well, there's no CC, no setup, there's nothing. Okay, I have CC, sure. I can only kill them if their wave is bad. Only then, right? And I know that if Lee Sin is pathing towards the bot side here, he can't do shit. But let's say if Lee Sin is pathing towards bot side and I go top side, okay? I can actually kill the Rumble. This guy, I have Jack CC. This guy's gonna play aggressive. So if Lee Sin is good, he should path to our top side as well to allow his top lane to play super aggressive. I would just clear here and see where he starts. So here he's starting bot side and he's matching me, which is the right choice because bot lane we can't do anything. And here's the thing, okay? If I lose 2v2 top lane, I'm not gonna gank if he's top side. I would only gank if the conditions are met, which is this one especially. I basically think what I play for in the early game, top lane, but if he matches me because we're losing, I don't gank. So I look at the waves and I track enemy jungler. So let's see, okay? And I've recognized volatile lanes. Look, I'm thinking, what's enemy win condition? Probably enemy top lane early game, pre-6, but it changes after 6. And of course, my carry is for sure my bot lane. So here, I'm playing towards top side. And somehow my jacks managed to crash the wave, right? I'm just basing here. My top lane is chilling. I have 2 long swords. If he goes top crab, I take bot crab. Like, I can just straight crabs, right? No biggie. So now, the classic, guys. I come from base. I'm doing a few things. I want to hear from you guys. Hopefully you guys remember what am I doing right here. I come from base, okay? What am I doing? If you want to actually get challenger, or honestly from any elo to higher elo, you have to do this. What, how, when. Just saying, you don't always have to press tab. Before the game, you should already know ish. The what, how, when, yes. But in the what, how, when, there's always this. Like, honestly, you know what I noticed between really good junglers and bad junglers? Bad junglers don't look at waves. Really good junglers, they're perma looking. Can I kill someone? Can I kill someone? Can I kill someone? I watched Chinese junglers when they were streaming. The POV, they're legit like, they're like click, 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 click. They're perma clicking. They're perma looking for kills. They're like always scouting. And depending on how good you are and knowing your limits, you can get kills or not. But here, no, okay, listen, stop side. Hopefully I'm looking at another lane as well. And I'm pressing tab. I'm like just looking, okay, what's popping, you know, like items and stuff. When you look at waves, you only look at bot and mid waves. No, I look at top lane as well. Because maybe enemy junglers going top side, I see top lane wave shit, I would ping him to be careful. So now, for example, you see my top lane wave. It might be shit, who knows? I can't see, right? But if Lee in top lane there, he might have died. So I would ping him back. So I'm pinging that I'm invading him here. And as you can see, I'm pinging to push the tower. Okay, guys, when I went for a dive, look. Can I dive enemy bot lane? My bot lane pinged for a dive. They're pretty low. Can I crash the wave? Yes. Is enemy jungler there? No. So guys, can I look for a dive? He died in 1 second. And in general, right? Diving is super easy. Just imagine there's no tower here. Just think about how fast you can kill someone. But of course you need to like run out of tower aggro at some point, right? But this guy's like 2-6. The guy legit died in 2 seconds. And he's dead. So now, okay. You see what I'm doing? I'm pressing B here because I'm low. I'm just pressing tab. I'm like, I mean, okay, you don't have to press tab. In general, I know for sure I'm not playing bot side, right? But I'm like, okay, you know, it's going pretty good. So now the rule comes where you want to clear your opposite side, which is your top side, and play into bot lane. So as you can see, I'm clearing my top side here, path towards bot, killing this guy. And after I get something, I always look, okay, what am I playing for next, right? Okay, I killed this guy. Same thing, what am I playing for? I'm still playing for bot lane. And guess where I'm gonna go? You guys know, right? Top. And main reason why, especially, and look, someone asked me before, you want to take your opposite side camps, right? Let's say you want to play bot, you want to clear top side camps. Yes. For sure. But in this case, there's no Herald. And it's still early game. So now I'm going to clear my topside camps. And the main reason why is because the moment I clear my topside camps, if it's a bot fiesta, mid fiesta, I can run there instantly. And enemy jungle can never take my bot side camps. So if you notice from my gameplay, I'm like almost available. If my laners play well, I will reward them by being there. If they play bad, maybe I can cover them if enemy jungler is not there. How come some high elo players path top but play for bot? That's probably because they want to look for play on top lane. Because if you start in general bot side, your pathing is always going to be top side towards top side towards top side. Which is why, even though they want to play for bot, they're preferring to top. Which is not always good. Some games you want to go top to bot and relieve the top lane, but then at least you have the right pathing. But let's see. And right now there's a bot lane fight. Okay, let's join the fight. Oh, and here's the thing. Okay, here I took the Drake, but this is a mistake. I remember I was doing this. I'm like, this is kind of troll. Because here, what I should have done, I should have just put the ward on the Drake. I should have pressed B, go towards my red buff, and go from there. Because the moment I did this, I'm like, I'm kind of trolling, honestly. Because if he wants to do Herald right now, I might lose it. Which is not so good. And now I'm just like hoping he's not on it. He could have taken it. So this is bad, actually. Because taking Drake takes like 25 to 30 seconds. Took me like 4 5. It took me 25 seconds. And losing Herald is like, I would win the Herald fight for sure. Yes, I'll almost always prefer the Herald over Drake, yes. I mean, luckily at least I'm in top lane, right? So I can take the Herald here. Oh, I couldn't take it. But same thing, I have to go top to bot here. Look for bot lane fight. Take my camp, stop the bot. There's a fight here, so we take those. I could have probably placed better, I think. I could have stand here and then like Q towards here and knock three people up. But does it make sense, guys, for you guys? Because if you understand those things, I think League becomes a lot easier. Like literally. If you know what you play for, have good base timers, choose the right fights, and of course you have to play more to get a good grasp of those things, but does it make sense, senoritas? Does anyone have questions regarding just knowing how to play for win condition? Because it's a pretty big subject and it is really different per game. There's so many different champs, but the general rules are always this. Volatile lanes, and then of course with these things. Pre-6, after 6. If someone has any questions, you can actually do the request, hello, I would like to speak, and I can just like, we can have a conversation. Yeah, these are the notes basically for the win condition. How would you deal? How would you deal with playing a farming jungler against a ganking jungler and protect your bot lane from? I mean, I'll mostly just like full clear towards my bot lane, make sure that I can counter gank / get them a good base, and just keep farming. Held usage. That will be for a different lesson. It's not for this one. Guys, I'll send a note on the file. And just saying, guys, I will actually make my coaching classes free in general for the future. Because first, I was planning to charge it. But honestly, fuck that. Like, it doesn't matter. I can just do it for free. Because I actually really, really do enjoy doing these. And I like helping you guys. So, it's going to be free in the future. So you can always ask and stuff. And it doesn't even take damage time. It's like 1 hour of the week, right? So, I'll make sure that everyone can access it. Because, yeah, I mean, it's not like my main job anyway. In the end, I'll still be in the team. And it's like, financially wise, I don't need to get this money, right? It's like a side thing. But the main thing is I enjoy just coaching. So, I want as many people to get it for free. So, that's a thing. After another win condition, you keep that. After their win condition, do you keep denying them? It depends. If I can get more out of my win condition, I wouldn't keep denying them. I would only keep denying them if we outscale them. That's the thing. You go on a team. I mean, next year for sure. I mean, if I don't find a team, then I'll sign up for McDonald's, you know. Then okay, if I don't find a team, okay, guys, then maybe I need to request some money, but even then it should be fine. I'll still make it free. Yokon, wait, you're speaking now. Yeah, what's up? What's the question, boy? Oh, you're muted, by the way.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, my question was in the first minutes of the class, you said when Scanner shows some Gromp, right? Then you could just dive the enemy bot lane, but isn't it the way safer to just punish the enemies on their shitty wave?
Um, here, right? This game.
Yeah, a bit before when they were like really close to your turret. I mean,
Where is it here?
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Uh huh.
It like Scanner still hasn't shown, right?
Uh huh.
And isn't it a bit coin flippy if you just because the wave is really big and if they can't push it in time then you also miss a window, right? That's what I was thinking.
I would miss a window of what exactly?
Let's say you push in the wave
My ball in,
and the
right?
bot wants yeah,
Uh huh. Let's say the crash.
you're kinda like keeping your bot lane on maybe they want to reset, that's what I meant.
Oh, then my ball in wouldn't be able to reset.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I think my ball
So
in can
wouldn't
always
it be better
reset.
to just
Sorry, go
okay,
on.
I
Yeah.
see. What yeah, I was just saying because isn't it like a way safer play to just punish them on the shitty wave? That was pretty much my
Mm,
question.
the thing is
Instead of
that
diving.
if you can dive, it's almost better, almost always better to dive, because the thing is, if this is a shitty wave, okay, but the thing is, the wave is it's like the thing is they fucked up the wave, okay. So my ball has two choices, okay, which is don't push, and the wave is gonna be bad. But the thing is that they're actually not getting that much from it, because if they, let's say, stay around and they base, they come back from base and they're stronger. So they have to decide to like base, but if they for some reason stay and push the wave, that would be bad, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is that they have the choice of freezing the wave here, okay? And I could look for a gank, but I would say that it's not really guaranteed. Because if they decide to back off, which they should, by the way, just saying, if they're actually good, they should back off. Because if the journal goes
Mm-hmm.
topside, they should back off, right? But if my
Yeah.
bowling pushes, well, guess what? They're not gonna base, in my opinion, because they're gonna lose way too much, right?
Yes.
But by them pushing and I knowing that Skarn is going topside, I will for sure get something here. And imagine this the hook landed. Let's say it didn't go to Uganda. Like, they're fucked. And if Skarn is staying here for some reason, that means that either he base runs bot lane, so he's not taking his camps. And yeah, I would get a lot here. And here I'm evaluating, okay, if I go bot lane, what am I losing? If Skarner goes top side, I dive bot lane. If Skarner goes bot side, we're both not farming, and I'm closer to my bot side than he is to his top side. Because he has no bot side
Mm-hmm.
camps. He's literally AFK on bot lane just covering. And like I said, 95% of junglers, they don't cover bot lane here.
Okay.
When their top side
Okay,
camps are
let's
up.
say let's say your bot lane didn't fuck up the wave and the enemy wave was really bad and you
Uh-huh.
could just come from behind and kill them.
Yeah.
Would that be a better play?
Um I would say both works. There's no wrong play. I just think that they could decide to back off. And I'm not getting anything. If they're human, they should back off. Because one hook, they should lose. They're not in a position to fight here. Like, if Nodus
Okay,
hooks
I see.
Alistar, dead. Nodus hooks Kaisa, dead. Because Kaisa can just keep
All
sending
right.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That was my only question.
Alright, right. LG. Thanks for coming up. And if anyone else has questions as well, feel free to ask Karoni right now. Because now is the timing, boys, for the questions. Okay, wait, how do I... Okay. Wait, I'm looking how I can move you from the audience. You can probably like
I
Think
can
you're
just leave. I can just leave.
Oh
I can just
yeah,
leave.
yeah.
It's fine. I can just leave. Okay then.
Yeah, thank you though. Okay, any other question, boys? I think it means it's better to gank without diving. Just go behind. Now, like, it is like both options, right? Wait, in this game, and in bot and join CC, would you still path bot top? And in bot and join CC, I would probably path towards bot side maybe then. If you mean this game. What would I do if I losing lanes, but on win condition? I mean, honestly, if I'm losing lanes, right, and I don't need an outscale, I should probably dodged. If you're losing lanes and you get outscaled, that sucks, right? But let's say that I'm losing lanes, but I'm the win condition, I would just play for myself and see where I can get kills. I think that's really all. And wait, which day is today? Today is 2 September. I mean, I guess if there's not many questions left then I'll be seeing you guys around the next week. And I was gonna go down on the other channel to chill if you guys want to ask something random. Like, I'm waiting for my dinner anyway, so. But then I'll be seeing you guys around. And for the people that want to just chill Roni, there's like a dragon channel or something downstairs. What's it called? Dragon Pit. I'll just be chilling there a bit till food. So I would love to see you guys in the next session. And thanks for the time. I appreciate it. And yeah, hope you guys learned some stuff. And peace, boys. Stream P? Yeah, I'll stream tonight. Yeah. Salute.
Yo,
Yo, what's up?
I actually did have a question regarding